Hello, sixth grade. Thank you for joining us. If you were not able to log in live on Monday, this is what we covered today. Be sure you go over all of the slides thoroughly and don't skip anything, and please read carefully. Okay? When you are able to log in, be sure you do log in on time. You're going to see this slide where you need to stay muted. Type your first and last name in the chat. You need to open another tab with your Schoology, and open up another tab with your Gmail. Okay, so be sure you follow those instructions. Okay, so we covered and we reviewed what nouns and verbs were, and here I have some examples of nouns, person, place, or thing, and I put some images here for you. Then I put here just some action words, which are what verbs are. Running, traveling, playing, talking. These are just some examples of what verbs are. It's an action word, okay? The next thing that we discussed, we talked about subjects in a sentence and what a predicate is. Now, just a little tip, you need to make sure you click here to watch a video on subjects and predicates. I'll give you a hint. A predicate is just another word for an action word. It's what the subject is doing, okay? So you need to watch that video. Then you're going to come on down to this slide, and you're going to be having every week mentor sentences. That's a separate assignment in your Monday folder, and it's one sentence a day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And you're going to read the sentence and identify the subject and the verb, okay? So that also is in your folder. So be sure you complete that. The next thing we read we talked about was we are continuing our poems, our poetry. Be sure you click here to read the poem, first week of school. And I also included a recorded version of me reading it. And what I want you to do right here is you are going to write down one thing that comes to mind after you read the poem, okay? So remember, rule of thumb is anytime you have a poem, you need to make sure you read it twice. Okay, also, you are going to need a composition book just like this, because we are going to start doing some micro writing. Here's an example of what your paper should look like, your name and date in the upper right-hand corner. You want to make sure that you look at my image and follow it exactly. Then what you're going to do in your composition is you're going to answer this question. How was your first week of school the same as or different than the poet's? So after you've read the poem, tell me, was your first week of school like the poet, or was it different? Okay? Now, a little bit deeper. I need you to underline what's the subject in one of the sentences and what's the predicate. What is the action? You need to make sure you identify and label it subject and label it predicate, okay? And then finally, you want to make sure that you're going to click here from here on out. There is a Google Doc that you need to fill out for your attendance to make sure that you are showing up to my class. And you want to make sure that you are getting this taken care of, guys, okay? So if you have any questions, be sure you reach out to me, email me, and be sure you turn in your work. Hope to see you in class. Bye-bye.